Hello, roller derby fans.
How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to 2019 Battle of the All-Stars here in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for watching on our broadcast stream, which will be up all weekend long. I am PR Armageddon.
I'm Betty Jesseret.
And Betty, we have a great game coming up here. Our first advancement in the brackets so far in the weekend. We have Team Louisiana, who won earlier this morning, facing off against Team California.
Yes, that is correct.
That
and
is
this
correct.
is, I thought you were talking about the earlier game.
Oh, no.
Yes, they are up against Team California, and this is their first game of the tournament. So it'll be interesting to see. I love the first games of this tournament, 40 minutes. You get to double check all that seeding, and really exciting, really fun.
Exactly. Team Louisiana, of course, victorious in the first game of the day over Team Saskatchewan, 273 to 131. As you said, California, their first game here, and actually their first game at Battle of the All-Stars, the first time Team California is playing in the tournament.
That's correct. We do have the captain, PMS, who is a veteran of State Wars, but this is a brand new team for Battle of the All-Stars, and really exciting to see all of this talent come together.
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and read our rosters off, starting with Team Louisiana. Number 1898, Papaya on Fire. 23 is Rock Her Pepper. 34 is Desi. 42 is Doler. 429, Carmina Piranha. 47, Grand Theft Autumn. 5, I Shove Lucy. 52 is Bree Hicks. 629 is Frida Beast. Number 7 is Foxy Clea Smackia. Number 76, Little Miss Maggot. 757 is Small Fry. Number 8 is Rest in Pieces. 88, your captain, Ms. Murder. Number 9 is Brawla Dean. 903, Blasian Bayou. 918 is Huckleberry Gin. And number 999 is Anna Maniac.
And for Team California, we have number 116, Bone Crusher. Number 16, Rocky Road Rash. 138, Patty Hearst. 1729, Lucille Balls. 21, Corona Slammer. 215, Bugogi. 247, PMS, also your captain. 33, Killer V. 4, Mad for Gravy. 5, Villain. 50, Shira Badass. 504, Louisiana Slammer. That's fun because they're playing Louisiana. And she is a Louisiana native.
All right.
And 5150, Unleash Moore. 6, Diamond. 626, Maddie Masochist. 69, Yannick the Hedgehog. 707, Tara Tots. 76, Dutch Crunch. 88, Bell Ringer.
And just in time for the swooping whistle when we're about to get our first jam underway. So it looks like our first jammer matchup. Once the whistle blows. There we go. Jam number 1 off and rolling. Maddie Masochist jamming for Team California up against Rest in Pieces for Team Louisiana.
And Maddie Masochist out there first with that lead jammer status.
Maddie Masochist, of course, skating from Santa Cruz Roller Derby. Rest in Pieces, meanwhile, a member of Big Easy Roller Girls out of New Orleans.
Maddie making that first scoring pass.
Reston stuck in turn number 1, getting recycled back into turn number 1. Nice work in the back by the California blockers.
Got some traffic up at the front.
And it looks like a clockwise block call on number 138 for Team California. That is Patty Hearst.
And Maddie's still pushing at the front of the pack through Louisiana. One more to beat.
Miss Murder lets her go by. Scoring
and
pass
she's through.
Yep. Yes, that's a 4-point scoring pass. And star pass there by Louisiana. Little Miss Maggot, number 76, takes over jammer obligations. And the whistle blows, ending our first jam of this game.
That'll be, looks like California 9 and Louisiana.
Not quite on the board yet, so we'll see if that changes here in jam number 2. And looks like Louisiana will send up number 999, Anna Maniac, to the jam line. We're going to get an ID on the Cali jammer shortly. From our vantage point, we can't really see who it is.
But soon we will know. And that is Tara Tots.
And Tara Tots is your lead jammer for California. course, we mentioned in the first game, Animaniac. If you watched Battle of the All-Stars last year, she skated with Team Kansas. Since then, she has moved to Louisiana and now skates for Big Easy Roller Girls and is now a Team Louisiana skater.
And we have Maddie calling that off. That's Tara Tots calling it off.
She picked up 4 points, so now a 13-0 lead for California. We're going to get lined up now for jam number 3. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to our live broadcast feed here on our Twitch channel, courtesy of our friend Chad Newt at Nerd Derby. And we have a stoppage of play real quickly. I believe it's going to be an official timeout, and it is. That gives us a chance to talk about one of our great sponsors for Battle of the All-Stars this year, Wicked Skatewear. Spank Alley is the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They also have shipping worldwide. Check them out online at www.spankalley.com.au, meaning they're an Australian company.
They are in Australia. A lot of great derby starting to come out of Australia now.
Yes, indeed. Derby is a worldwide sport. We definitely recognize that, and we love all of our teams all over the world.
Yes, we do. Hundreds of WFTDA leagues now, which is just fantastic.
And continuing to grow as we keep going. I mean, Derby is just taking over the world, and we love it. We love seeing that.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to get back to skating shortly. I believe everybody's set up. We're waiting for our swoopy whistle, and there it is. Five-second call from our jam timer. And here we go with jam number 3. Rocker Pepper wearing the star for Louisiana up against Yannick the Hedgehog for Team California.
And Yannick the Hedgehog is out first, but we have the Louisiana jammer.
Both jammers did make it through the pack, but Yannick apparently made it through just before Rocker Pepper and picked up that lead.
It's a race for points.
It is. Yannick knocked to the outside by Ms. Murder. Meanwhile, Rocker Pepper on the outside herself takes a full 4-point scoring pass.
Looks like California will be running this one a bit long.
Yannick
trying to catch up.
Yannick looked at their bench trying to see if the coach wanted to call it off, but apparently not as the jam continues.
And Yannick is out.
It's like a forearm call against I Shove Lucy for Team Louisiana. Meanwhile, 4 points picked up, as you said, by Yannick. Nice partial shirt whip there by Yannick, but not able to really get around. As now Louisiana trying to lock down in the front of that pack.
Both jammers wrestling with very strong packs here.
Yeah, both of these walls really kind of settle in and to keep these jammers dug in. Callie getting some help up front. Yeah,
yep,
front number 247 PMS.
Right along the inside. Yannick makes their way out and calls off that jam.
That was a very, very, very physical, hard-earned point jam there for Yannick. They had to fight through that Louisiana wall at the front. Finally broke through, got the pass, called it off. 8-7 jam in favor of California. 21-7 is your lead.
And now Louisiana has some points up, so
they do.
Got a ball game.
We're going to line up here for jam number 4. And here we go, jam number 4 off and rolling.
Rocky Road Rash out there for California.
That's Rocky Road Rash, your lead jammer for Team California.
Rocky Road Rash coming from Angel City.
And looks like Jamie from Louisiana, 757 Small Fry, coming from Big Easy Roller Girls in New Orleans. Pack still hasn't gotten past turn 1 yet, Betty.
Yeah, have they even gotten past the pivot line?
Barely. I mean, we're just now passing the pivot line. So lots of tough defense here in this beginning of this jam.
Again,
multiplayer block assist to Carmina Pirana for Team Louisiana.
Very physical game so far. Lots of strong defense.
Well, Louisiana kind of showed a lot of physicality in that first game against Saskatchewan, and they're kind of having a combat physicality with California here in the same manner. So strength against strength.
Yes. Come a long way from the days of Derby where it's just racing in circles.
We've moved along. We've advanced the sport so much.
That now it's slowed down.
Exactly. We were fast as can be when we first started off. Now we're getting slower, more defensive, more strategic.
More nuance.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, another great sponsor for Battle of the All-Stars, Apex Skate Shop. Talking about stake wear. Protect yourself from impact. Contact wear for full contact and action sports. Check out stake wear at www.stakeswear.com. Here we go. Lead jammer out for Team California. That is Louisiana Slammer. Meanwhile, that is Rest in Pieces jamming for Louisiana. Had a star stash there to get out of the pack, but did so. Not both jammers eligible to score, but Wheezy says no. We'll just call it off.
Yep, we're done.
Wheezy's like, I don't want to hurt my home state. Sorry. Nah, Wheezy is Team Cali, but when I first saw her on the roster, I thought, ooh, that's got to be from Louisiana. And, of course, you verified that for me, so I said yes. All right.
Actually, I think it was somebody on our wonderful Twitch stream.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you for all of our Twitch followers following us here on the chat. So we'll throw a few of those out as we go along in the game. So back to action. Looks like Animaniac for Team Louisiana against Maddie Masochist for California. And lead jammer does go to Maddie Masochist. Anna lost her helmet cover there for a second, but picked it back up. Now firing to the pack for her initial pass.
Maddie makes her way out on that inside.
Quick hit and quit there for Maddie Masochist. Picks up her 4 points, calls it off. 32-7. Keeping Louisiana scoreless for the past few jams here. Let's see if Louisiana can break up that string. It's still send Rocker Pepper, number 23, back out to the jam line. Rocker Pepper, of course, coming from Twin City Roller Derby out of the Shreveport, Bossier City area in northwest Louisiana.
Twin Cities is just it's not just Minneapolis, St. Paul anymore.
No, not at all.
California taking on number 23.
Here we go. It's like jamming for California.
Is that Tara?
I believe it is Tara Tots. It is. Yes. Tara Tot is jamming.
And out.
Lead. Yes, lead goes to Tara Tots.
And there is a star stash from the Louisiana jammer.
Rocker Pepper took a little spill there in turn one, but right back up on her wheels. And scoring pass complete for Tara Tots. Picks up 4 points officially. There we go.
Looks like Tara is going to pick up a couple more before calling it off there, and she does.
Literally, a couple more. 2 points. Nice call there.
Thank you. Just guessed.
We want to thank our great tournament organizer and founder of Battle of the All-Stars, Vanessa V. Diva Sites, for another great tournament this year. Our GTO is going to be Rhea Culpa. Our tournament head referee, Axis of Stevel. Tournament head NSO is Coconuts Chanel. Photographer, Andrew Keys. Head announcer is Kent the Politician. Tournament bracket, Caitlin Estes. Social media and our broadcast feed, wonderful Chad Newt with Nerd Derby.
And Yannick the Hedgehog is jamming for California, but is not lead.
No, that goes to Small Fry, 757. But Small Fry looked to signal the call off, but I'm not sure if it was signaled as a call off.
Maybe it was just one tap.
Could have been, but it looked almost like she was trying to call it off mid-turn. But regardless, we continue. 4 points picked up there by Yannick the Hedgehog.
And we've got the Louisiana jammer out.
And now she calls off the jam, the Small Fry, but she does get 4 points also. So 42-11, California with the lead. We're closing in on 10 minutes to go in the period. Remember, these games in the first couple of rounds, we're running 2 20-minute halves.
Yes.
And 5 penalties to foul out.
Yes.
So
and then it's one official review, which is not retained either way.
2 team timeouts. So, yes. We'll change the structure back to what we more recognize once we get further along in the bracket play.
Yes.
Yes. All right, here we go. Rest in Pieces jamming for Team Louisiana. Rocky Road Rash, the jammer for California. Rested knocked to the outside. Going to reset back at the jam line. Oh, big hit. Number 50 for California. Shira Badass took out Rest in Pieces. Looks like a forearm call on Frida Beast. Meanwhile, Lee Jammer does go to rest in pieces for Louisiana.
And Rocky Road Rash is now out of the pack for California.
Louisiana getting 2 out of the last 3 jams, picking up Lee Jammer status. So trying to get something going here with rest in pieces as Lee Jammer picking up 4 points.
It's like they didn't notice what the score was, and they're like, we are here to play derby.
Exactly.
We're here to do good.
Exactly, and that's what they're doing. Oh, but Reston's going to get a contact penalty on the apex jump. So she will skate around to that penalty box. Power jam for California.
1 to beat, and that's a pass.
It is a pass. It is a scoring pass complete there by Rocky Road Rash.
Now they're back to full strength.
I'm sorry, no, it was not a scoring pass. That was her initial pass.
Oh.
The referee the jam referee quickly officially changes back over to the not lead signal, so she had not picked up any points yet. Or did she? Okay, that might be a little confusion there, but they're showing points on the scoreboard. But the referee was signaling not lead, so we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. We might see an official timeout after.
Exactly, we'll figure it out. It'll all come out in the wash. Meanwhile, rest in pieces back into the fray for Louisiana. They're getting beat around in the back of the pack. Number 4, Mad for Gravy, working in the back. Now number 116 for Cali, Bone Crusher. As the jam comes to an end, looks like 3 more for California, a couple more for Louisiana. So 11-6 jam for California, 53-17 is your score.
That is where we are.
So the winner of this game, Betty, has the privilege of playing Team Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So either tonight or tomorrow. It depends.
Yes, because if Louisiana wins, they already skated in the first game, and they're going to move that game to tomorrow morning if Louisiana wins.
But if California wins, the game will be played tonight at 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
Our Eastern time.
We're back to action, and it looks like we have a lead jammer for Louisiana.
And that is number 999, Animaniac, up against number 504, Louisiana Slammer.
They are both out now.
Yep, jammer race, get back to the pack here. 4 points picked up by Animaniac. Now Wheezy kind of skates around the inside. Anna decides to call it off. So it looks like nothing on that last pass. So I am verified there.
Yes.
So a 4-0 jam for Louisiana. 53-21 now your score.
26 to go in period number 1.
And I believe the non-winner of this game.
They play Kentucky.
They play Kentucky, who played in the game before this against Tennessee. An interesting game. So that game will happen also tomorrow.
It'll happen tomorrow, or it'll happen tonight.
Or it'll happen tonight,
if
depending
Louisiana
on
wins.
There we go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if Louisiana wins, California will play Kentucky.
Yes.
So many things going on. All right, back to action. Lead jammer Team California. That is Maddie Masochist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have our Louisiana jammer.
That is Rocker Pepper.
Working through the pack.
Oh, a penalty picked up. I believe it is a track cut on Rocker Pepper. So a power jam for California is also Bree Hicks skates down to the penalty box for Louisiana. So Maddie Masochist takes a big hit. Oh, another big hit from Doler.
Ooh.
Now running up against Little Miss Maggot.
And pack stringing out.
And then is number 9 for Louisiana, Brawladine. And through the pack now
they
goes
gotta
Maddie
let
Masochist.
the jammer go.
Yes. So 4 more points for California with the bear logo, of course, the bear from the state flag of California.
Exactly.
So, yes.
Very fierce.
And of course, Louisiana. People have noticed the lovely fleur-de-lis star on the jammer cap. Of course, their jersey has the pelican, which is symbolic of the Louisiana flag. So a lot of these teams that can represent their state flags or state logos on their jerseys.
It's wonderful creative interpretation.
It is. We love seeing that from all of our teams.
Remember one year Maryland had these amazing pants?
Oh, yes. Another penalty on Bree Hicks, has 2 in this jam.
Maddie Masochist is out of the pack and getting ready to score some points.
Rocker Pepper takes a big push out from Killer V. But looks like V gets a penalty for an out-of-play block there. And Maddie Masochist calls off the jam, gets another 4 points. So 69-21 there on a 16-point jam. And we have an official timeout being called.
As you can see, our head referee, Miss Brace, is going to need an equipment.
Like an equipment check for our referees here. Has to fix a skate, so that'll give us
Safety
some time
first.
to talk about your course.
Yeah.
Talk about another one of our great sponsors, Battle of the All-Stars, 888. Derby isn't your typical sport, Betty. I'm sure you realize this.
That's absolutely true.
It's more like a carefully choreographed mosh pit on wheels. I love that comparison, by the way.
Yes.
That's why 888 makes protective gear specially designed for those who lay it all out on the track. They cover heads,
elbows, wrists, knees,
hips,
and yes, even butts.
All right. Because being Derby ready is one thing, but being Derby dominant is another. Check out 888 online at www.888.com and also find them on Instagram.
Where all the cool people are.
Of course, if you're not on Instagram, where are you?
Yep.
Let's take a look at our chat room here on our Twitch feed. Check out some of our people talking. Looks like the Dread Pirate Robin. They're talking about one of the penny. Looked like the whole front truck was off. That's not good for our referee.
That's not good for anyone on skates.
The ref did not lose their wheel. They are the ref that did not have all of their wheels from Meg Fenway. Hi, Meg. How you doing? So here we go. Oh, hi, PR. That's Meg Fenway, folks. Here we go, lining up for our next jam. Whistle blows, and there they go.
Oh, and
Woo.
that is
Tara Tots.
yes.
Who took a outside line all the way to lead jammer glory. Meanwhile, Small Fry catching up to
Right
Tara Tots.
behind, there's some jammer on jammer contact.
There is, and the
pack
pack
is racing.
Ooh, that's a fast pack.
It is.
And both jammers just slicing and
Oh
dicing
yeah,
through the pack.
we're just gonna run this.
I like
it's
it.
It's gonna be fast.
I like it. So 4 points for each jammer on that pass.
And we've got one of the California blockers coming back in, signaling to the jammer, hey, I'm here for you.
Louisiana still down a blocker as we go. Little Miss Maggot now re-entering the track. And looks like Small Fry had to come to a stop in turn 2 as getting knocked to the infield. And meanwhile, Tara Tots through for 4 points.
Oh. And let's see.
Oh, looks like a
cut track. Oh,
there
no.
we go. No, 4 points picked up by Tara Tots. Meanwhile, Small Fry pirouette to the front of the pack after taking a hit.
Oh, and PMS is right up there.
Oh, big hit.
Oh, yes.
Big hit by PMS. Small Fry stuck now in turn 1, having to reset back behind the pivot line. Lots of furious action right in front of us here in turn number 1.
And Tara Todd fighting the front Louisiana wall.
Yes, braced there by Little Miss Maggot, Miss Murder, also Frida Beast and Bree Hicks, trying to keep Tara Tots at bay. And jam comes to an end. Looks like that was a 4-point pass for Louisiana, I believe.
Yes,
and
it was.
3-point pass for Cali. Yes, I am correct.
15-8 jam for California.
84-29 now, California with the lead. Closing in on 2 minutes to go, so almost at the end of our first period here, Betty.
Yes, and I've noticed Louisiana is consistently getting in there and getting those points up on the board. They might not be in the lead, but
these
they've
California jammers have been impressive coming right off the line.
Oh,
but
and
speaking of right off the line, there goes on the outside, rest in pieces, picking up lead for Louisiana.
Yannick is out as well, having beaten the Louisiana pack.
Pack now about a half a track away from Yannick. But now everybody kind of meeting up in turns 3 and 4, resting, leaning on pretty much all the California blockers. Trying to get some help from Papaya on fire to break up that wall. Resting a very physical jammer, and it shows right here she will pinball her way through a pack if need be.
The California 3-wall with the little floater there has been holding her.
Papaya trying to free her jammer up, but Cali keeping that wall together. Nice form.
They are making shapes.
And Reston kind of furiously calls off the penalty. Oh, the jam, I'm sorry. Forearm penalty on Foxy Clea Smacky at the end of that jam for Louisiana. So now we're down to about a minute to go on the clock, 86-32 in favor of California, so likely the last jam of our half, Betty.
That's true.
So it looks like, we have a stoppage of play.
Yeah.
Official review, I believe, being called by Louisiana. It is by Louisiana, yes.
All right.
So we do have an official.
So we're going to hopefully figure out what's going on here. Coach Jams
result is.
Scullivan for Team Louisiana going to walk over to the infield and plead her case.
Again, if you're still
So a reminder, we have 20-minute halves in these first few games, so we're almost at the end. One more 20-minute half to go. Both teams have the one official review, which is non-retainable,
Yes.
and the 2 team timeouts per half.
Yep.
So-
Which changes the strategy of your stoppages. How
Yes.
are you going to use that official review?
Let's thank another great sponsor for Battle of the All-Stars, Young Living Oils. Make sure if you check out Young Living Oils on Facebook and Instagram, they have a lot of cool stuff over there. You can search Battle of the All-Stars. You can find their information. Young Living Oils, a lot of great products you want to check out if you're into the whole like essential oil products, things like that. They can very much help you out. So check out Young Living Oils. Also, Chubb Club. Big out to our friends at Bucksmont Roller Derby, our host league, who does a great job hosting this event. This is my second year here, and Bucksmont is an amazing host league. We're so glad that they're allowing us to come here and play in their venue
Yes.
for Battle of the All-Stars. They are hosting for the last 6 years. We've been here in Pennsylvania here, and Bucksmont has been a great host here. So thank you very much for having us, Bucksmont Roller
Yeah,
Derby.
this is my second time at Battle of the All-Stars. First time was years ago, and again, like still really fun tournament. Really well run by Bucksmont.
It's in a great little town here of Hatfield Township. It's been a
Yeah.
great area, about an hour north of Philadelphia. A lot of us flew in, like me, flew into Philly and then drove up the hour to come here
Same
to
here.
Hatfield. But it's a great area. We love being here. We're so happy to have Battle of the All-Stars here in Hatfield.
Yeah, it's so easy to get around when you're not stuck in a downtown area like a
Exactly.
lot of the other tournaments. Not that that's not fun.
No.
It absolutely is. But yeah, it's a charming town, and
It
we
is.
don't really get too much of that with in the
Exactly.
tournament scene.
Exactly, you're right. So we're still going to wait for our official review. Looks like our referees are breaking huddle. Our head referee will inform the captains and alts of the results of the review. We may or may not get that. If we do, we'll give it to you. If not, then we won't. Looks like we won't. Okay.
Ready to get back to Derby here after the official review.
So here we go. 53 seconds to go. Probably the last jam of the half.
That's a good,
Looks
good
like
assumption.
Animaniac for Louisiana and Rocky Road Rash for Cali.
On the California bench,
And the Cali O opens up that outside,
of a skater to the penalty box. The
and we've got
Oh, okay. So I do
Rocky
not
Road
have.
Rash out.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the review results for earlier.
Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
Louisiana was trying to get a penalty on the California bench for impeding progress,
Okay.
and that was denied. So they
Okay.
lost the review. Of course, they didn't keep it anyway, but
Yeah.
they lost it. So here we go. 4-point jam for Rocky Road Rash so far.
going airborne. And Wilson
Gets hit out of bounds and has to come all the way back.
And that is Little Miss Maggot, who took the star and actually had to put it back on. That it was not a reversible star. So
Had just touched the outside part of the
she
line.
could have kept skating, but she wouldn't have gotten any points.
Exactly.
Because you can't see the star.
It's just a yellow helmet.
That's it. Penalty picked up there by number 34 for Team Louisiana, Desi. Also joined by number 9, Brawla Dean.
just momentarily took to the
Oh,
Rocky Road Rash hits the pack.
as does Little Miss Maggot. But now Rocky calls off the jam, and that is our half, Betty.
We are at the half now, so we're just confirming that score for that last jam.
Looks like 97-35 will be our halftime score in favor of California.
Yes, indeed.
So we look forward to our second half. We're going to take a quick break. Before we go, let's look at a couple of really quick chats in our chat room just to kind of see what's going on in there. Let's see.
Talking about the
Stig-
weather, as
Stig-
one does.
Stig Saskatoon, and yes, answering Meg Fegway, ketchup chips are the best. I like ketchup chips.
I do like ketchup chips also, but I'm from Canada, so that might be why.
And then Stig Saskatoon also said, haha, it's a balmy negative 13 degrees Celsius, and we have about 1.5 feet of snow this past week. It's been snowing here also in Pennsylvania, so that's been nice.
It's just been raining in California.
Same in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're very faithful for the water.
Oh, so are we.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Yes. We have enough. We can give you some hours if you really want.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Okay, we're going to go to halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes. 97-35, Cali with the lead.
Thank you, everyone.
Hi there.
Hello.
We're back.
We've got about a minute to go until we resume with the second half of California versus Louisiana.
We do. I am P. Armageddon.
I'm Betty Jesseret.
Just in case you were tuning in and missed that first half. Very fun first half, though. California has a sizable lead here, but Louisiana still playing very hard, very tough defensive. We've seen a lot of very tight work on jams with defenses and walls.
Absolutely.
So Louisiana not taking this lightly by any means. Neither is California.
No, and they may have been a little bit. They didn't have any points on the board for the first little bit. But they got in there. They have started to consistently have points being scored. So they're in it. They want to advance in this bracket.
And as we said, this is Louisiana's second game already of the weekend. They played the opening game against Saskatchewan and won that game to make it here to play Team California. California is the 8th seed in the tournament this weekend. Louisiana is a 12 seed. And the winner of this game will move on to face Team Pennsylvania either tonight at 9 o'clock or tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Because Louisiana played the first game, if they win, then their game with Pennsylvania will be switched to tomorrow morning.
And if California wins, you'll see Team Cali again this evening facing off with Pennsylvania.
And first jam back, we have 626 out first for California. That is Maddie Masochist.
And that is Rest in Pieces jamming for Team Louisiana. This is Reston's first time on Team Louisiana. She, of course, skates with Big Easy Roller Girls in New Orleans.
Maddie slices through on the inside and calls it off.
And looking at some of the Team Louisiana roster, I of course, called for them last year as well here. There's a lot of return people on this team, but there are also a lot of new first-time skaters for Team Louisiana here this year, Battle of the All-Stars. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic seeing the vets who were here last year who had that experience. I guess some of the newer skaters who may not have that experience playing in an All-Stars team, state team type environment.
Right. We do have a lot of skaters on California who skate with Misery Loves Company, and that has been traditionally a more of a pickup team with skaters from different leagues. Of course, now they're full WFTDA, but there's some pickup experience on the California side.
There you go. Here we go. Lead jammer going to go to Animaniacs for Louisiana. Meanwhile, Tara Tots hot on her wheels coming into turn one. Trying to catch back up to the pack.
California trying to get that pack racing, but it's not happening.
Oh, Anna sliced and diced, got up to the front, called off the jam, picked up the full 4 points. But did she keep Tara Tots off the board? No, she did not. 2 points for Tara Tots. Oh, it looks like a penalty picked up by Animaniacs as the call-off happened.
It'll be a power start for California, and it looks like Yannick.
So a track cut was called there on Animaniac as she called off the jam. So the jam was successfully called off by lead jammer, but then a penalty was assessed. So, and looks like we have a stoppage, an official timeout being called. That gives me a chance to tell all of our wonderful people listening on the stream once again about our friends at Spank Alley, the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They also ship worldwide. Check them out online, www.spankalley.com.au. Remember that .au.
They're Australian.
They're Australian.
Make sure that call was the correct one.
So as we said, the winner of this game plays Pennsylvania either tonight or tomorrow. The team that does not win this game will play Kentucky tomorrow.
Or tonight.
Or tonight.
Yes, because
It's kind of up in the air because Louisiana won earlier. And that would put them playing 3 games in one day. So we're not going to do that to Louisiana.
Yeah, you don't want to have a team playing the first game and the last game of a day. That is a long derby day.
Especially moving forward playing one of the top 4 seeds in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, we're going to move that game up to back to tomorrow. If Louisiana will come back and win this game, may or may not happen. I won't say either way. But
I mean, it's the second half.
Exactly.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. You get on a really good run, and leads can be shrunk quite quickly.
Yes.
Again, if you're still interested.
So it looks like our next game following this one, if you are following at home, is going to be, so I'm looking at my schedule, and here we go, Thursday at 3 p.m. Vermont takes on Kansas. That is the last game in our initial opening round bracket. The winner of that game will play Massachusetts. Off and rolling. Here we go. Jam number 3 here in the second half. Animaniac was jamming, but she's in the
Rocky
penalty
Road
box.
Rash is out first for Team California.
So the power start works in the favor of Cali as the lead jammer does go to Rocky Road Rash. Little Miss Maggot recycling Rocky back to the jam line.
Huckleberry Jen, a good solid hit. But,
And a big hit there by Huckleberry Jen. Of course, skates with Dallas Derby Devils. One of 2 Louisiana skaters who skate with Dallas Derby Devils because they live about an hour or so away, Shreveport to Dallas. So Ms. Murder and Huck Jen commute, and God bless them, that is a commute.
Yes.
From Shreveport to Dallas to play with the Dallas Derby Devils. So props to them for that.
That is commitment.
Yes, it is. So a jam comes to an end. I see 4 points for Louisiana. I see
That's 4 for California.
California, I'm sorry. And none for Louisiana. California does lose their pivot in the penalty box, number 76. That is Dutch Crutch. So a blocker advantage in favor of Louisiana at this next jam. And it's Yannick the Hedgehog for California and Rock Her Pepper for Team Louisiana. Yannick leaning into those blockers for Louisiana. They're trying to get around. Foxy Clea Smack is sticking to Yannick, but there goes Yannick the Hedgehog, lead jammer.
Pops right up.
That's it.
Taking the impact and making it work to
Rocker Pepper through for her initial. And Yannick is furiously getting through that pack. Butts up on Papaya on fire. And then calls off the jam, keeping Rocker Pepper off the board. I believe, yes, he did. 3 points there for Cali.
Bringing our score to 110 Cali, 35 Louisiana. And something that that we've noticed is that even though this is a very physical game, there's a lot of tactical play. There's not, this is not a penalty-heavy game.
It's really not. A lot of tight defense. And usually you end up seeing a lot of multiplayers or forearms or things like that. That's not really the case. Tight defense and strong defense and not getting those penalties. But wow, starting off on the outside like a rocket. Louisiana Slammer is your lead jammer.
We've got a penalty assessed on 629 for the
Frida Beast for Louisiana.
Small Fry comes up to the pack, but the jam is called.
Like 3 points picked up by Wheezy.
Shutting out Louisiana.
Wheezy shuts out Wheezy, Anna.
Haha.
See what I did there? Hear what I did there?
Yes.
Want to thank everybody for tuning into our live broadcast feed, courtesy of our friends at Nerd Derby.
Thank you.
Chad Newt, Beth Newt for running this great audio and video stream. Thank you all so much here on the Twitch channel. Stupid.
Okay, rest in pieces now.
That is a Twitch channel. I feel like you're seeing that because you're on it. All right. Who is jamming out there for us, Betty?
That is number 626.
Maddie Masochist?
Yes, from Santa Cruz.
And for Louisiana, looks like a star pass was made now to a Little Miss Maggot, taking over jammer obligations for Louisiana. High block assessed to Rest in Pieces, who started off as a jammer.
And Maddie calls that off before the Louisiana jammer can hit pack.
So 3 points picked up quickly by California, 116 to 35. That is your lead for California.
Ooh, are we going to have a pivot line start?
Ooh, now we're going old school.
Yes.
Mark your Derby bingo cards. One is a pivot line start. Two, we said old school.
And they rush back to sit on that Louisiana line.
Never mind. Guess we're back to 2019.
And a quick cut around that outside by 707, Tara Tots.
And lead jammer quickly goes to California. Meanwhile, Animaniac 999 takes off the star.
Twice in a row, we've got
Tara
Tots out again.
Tara Tots just flying through that pack. Now Animaniac threw for her initial. Had to stash a star to get by, but did so. Meanwhile, Tara Tots now to the inside, pirouettes to the inside, completes the pass, and calls off the jam, but I don't maybe she didn't call off the jam.
The jam is called off.
She
it
seemed a
appears.
little confused
Yeah.
about something. She's talking to her jam refs, but regardless, jam was called off.
Yes.
8-point jam for California.
One game today. California coming in fresh if they aren't
So
successful.
another lineup here rolling out for jam number 8. 13 minutes to go in the game. Oh, and looks like an official review going to be called by California,
yeah.
and I think I know what might be discussed there. I have a slight inkling, Betty, of what
Yeah.
might be talked about there.
Yep. We'll see.
And I'm not a mind reader, but, I see things.
Yes.
Anyway, let's talk about one of our great vendor sponsors here once again at Battle of the All-Stars. Let's talk about Stakeware again. Protect yourself from impact. Contact wear for full contact and action sports. Check out Stakeware online at www.stakeswear.com with an S right in the middle, stakeswear.com. We have some great vendors here. Even though you're not here watching on stream, we want to tell you who's here in case
Yeah, you can check out their
you
website.
can. And if you want to come for Battle of the All-Stars next year, they may be here
Yes.
next year, and you can visit our merch tables. Wicked Skatewear, Derby City Skates, Adam Skates, Apex Skate Shop, Chubb Club, Young Living Oils, Kaya Skates and Juice Wheels, The Fold, and Recover, Refuel, and Repair.
If you're an athlete, those are things that you want to do.
Yes, exactly. 3 things that, especially if you're in Derby, you really want to do as fast as you can. Recover, refuel, and repair.
Especially at a tournament like this.
Yes, a 4-day tournament.
Right.
One of the few 4-day tournaments you really see out there nowadays, but so many great states coming in, 16 states competing in this over 4 days to figure out who the ultimate state of Derby is in the USA, plus 1 Canadian province.
Yeah, I mean, Canada doesn't want to leave all the fun to the Americans.
No, of course not. We're glad to have Saskatchewan here as part of our tournament. And, of course, Team New York has been the victor here the past couple of years or so. So we're looking to see somebody can look to dethrone them this year, but New York will always be tough. Of course, we have Team Texas here this year. It's going to be a very, very tough out. Also, Team Pennsylvania, our host state, playing in this. And also
very seasoned in this
Team
game.
Mass, of course, right down the road, Massachusetts coming into play as well. But so many great states and 1 province, all congregating in Hatfield Township, Pennsylvania, for a weekend of roller derby, kind of kicking off the derby season, the tournament season at least, for 2019. Here we go, back to action. Jam number 8, Rocker Pepper for Team Louisiana, Rocky Road Rash for Team California, and lead jammer does go to Rocky Road Rash. The Rocker Pepper not far behind.
The pack is congealing to try and get Rocky Road Rash some points.
And jam is called off. Looks like full 4 points picked there for Rocky Road Rash, keeping Louisiana off the board. Or 3 more, I'm sorry. I saw 1 finger more than I thought I did.
They're so far away.
I know, it's fingers, and they all look the same after a certain distance. It's okay.
Our score now is 127 California, Louisiana 35.
And we're right at 12 minutes to go, so getting close to the halfway point here in our second half. Remember, 20-minute halves these first couple of rounds in the tournament. And here we go. Next jammer up is Louisiana Slammer for California. Small fry with the fleur-de-lis on her helmet for Louisiana.
Louisiana on her tippy-toe stops, dancing through, trying to make her way, but knocked all the way back.
This is talking about Small Fry, her first year on Team Louisiana. She skates with Big Easy Roller Girls in New Orleans. So also her teammate is her mother, Red October, who's also here with us this weekend as working our bench. So we're glad to have Red and Small Fry here for Team Louisiana this weekend. So mother-daughter connection, it's always good. Oh, a track cut called on Wheezy. So that's going to mean a power jam for Louisiana, Betty.
That is true, and they could use this is something they can take advantage of.
Yes, much needed power jam for Louisiana. Let's see what they can do, trying to break through. Small Fry, get some help now from some of our blockers to try to free her up, but that California defense standing tall like the mighty Redwoods. Pack still in right before turn 3. Nice work by Louisiana. Huck, Jin, and Maggot taking the star. Little Miss Maggot on the star pass, on the fleur-de-lis pass, I guess you could call it, for
The
Louisiana.
floor pass.
The floor pass, yes. Oh, big hit there by Maggot on Louisiana Slammer as Slammer came back in, as Weezy came back into action. And now Brawladine going to reset Louisiana Slammer. Maggot spinning around, makes the scoring pass complete for 4. And Weezy looks like she dropped her helmet cover for a second there, picks it back up now in turn 4. And Maggot trying to get around the block of number 138, Patty Hurst. Oh, but a star pass completed to 215. Yes, Bugogi. But unable to capitalize on it as the jam is called off. 2 more points for Little Miss Maggot. So a 6-3 jam, Betty, in favor of Louisiana.
Yeah.
130 now to 41. Take a quick look at our chat board here. Let's pick out somebody to talk about here. E-Rex, first Redwoods reference. Drink. I'm happy I can oblige you this morning.
I just have to work in some bridges from the Bay Area.
Hope you're drinking coffee or OJ, or if you're drinking whatever you want to drink, it's your prerogative.
Yeah, I mean, it's a worldwide sport.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, here we go. Maddie Masochist wearing the star for California up against Rest in Pieces for Louisiana. Oh, Reston almost through the outside, but meanwhile, Maddie Masochist through the inside and earns lead jammer. So the pack sitting through turn 3, almost into turn 4. Maddie now up to the front of the field. Skates by again for another full pass for 4 points. Body's hitting the floor of the jam line. Oh, big hit. Rest in Pieces collides with Bone Crusher. And Bone Crusher kind of living up to her name.
Yeah.
Smacking Rest in Pieces, but Reston, another tough skater, right back up and right back at the California defense.
Lucille Ball's opening up some space for Maddie Masochist to get out.
And Maddie threw for another 4 points. Oh, Reston picking up a penalty on the exchange. Track cutting is the call. So another California power jam. And looks like a call off jam by Maddie Masochist. Picks up another 4-point pass. And now California will have a power start. Betty?
Yes, they will.
So we're sitting here at 142 to 41 now, and even a 101-point differential in favor of Team California. I believe that is Tara Tots at the jam line.
I believe you are correct.
So she will start by her lonesome at the jam line.
And we did have a pivot line start.
We
Very
did.
nice.
There we go. Bringing it back.
That
back
allows,
in the day.
That allows Tara Tots to pick up some speed.
I remember pivot line starts.
Yes.
I've been around Derby that long. I remember pivot line starts.
Yeah.
All right. Penalty assessed there to Ms. Murder, the pivot for Louisiana. Meanwhile, 4-point pass picked up by Tara Tots.
And we've got the Louisiana jammer out.
Rest in Pieces out like a rocket through the pack for her initial pass. And through the pack, Tara Tots gets through, calls it off.
Let's see. Hey.
Nice move by Rest in Pieces, getting 3 points as the jam was called off. That 4th whistle.
Yep.
You can score after that 4th
All the
whistle
way
blow.
up till then.
Yep. So Rest in Pieces took advantage of it, picked up those valuable 3 points. 150 to 44. So we're heading now 6.5 minutes in the game. Jam number 12 about to come at you live. So
This is a very strong start for California.
Yes.
Their first
Very
first time at this
strong
tournament.
Statement coming out here, playing a tough Louisiana team who, they said, played a game already today, so they're already kind of warmed up. So
Rocky Road Rash is setting up to go through on her scoring pass.
Meanwhile, Animaniac takes a star off to complete her initial. She does. Ms. Murder back into play as the pivot for Louisiana. And jam is called off by Rocky. It's like 4 points picked up, the full scoring pass. We one of my fellow announcers, I'll keep him nameless, we had a running bet to see who would first say a 5-point grand slam on the broadcast. Jammer points are no more. So 4 points is the max. I told him that actually saying grand slam is a little more accurate now because if it's a baseball reference, a grand slam in baseball is 4 runs. So
Yeah.
but alas, I digress. Back to Derby. And 504 Louisiana Slammer dances through the pack.
Tippy toes right through.
Working those toe stops and wheels to get through for lead jammer. Meanwhile, Rocker Pepper right behind her. And Weezy calls it off. Oh, from her knees. I only got 1 point.
1 point each.
2 points. No,
two for Louisiana.
Yes. Rocky Pepper able to skate through and get 1 more point off of that than California. So as we said, that
Don't
fourth
slow
whistle
down
blow,
until that, yeah.
do not stop to that 4th whistle blow. That's the second time in a row where Louisiana got a couple extra points right as the jam was being called off. So here we go, 4.5 minutes to go, 155 to 46. Your next jammer matchup, Maddie Masochist for California, Small Fry for Louisiana.
Small Fry fighting the front pack of California skaters.
Small Fry working around, but nice setup in the front wall. There goes Maddie Masochist, though, lead jammer once again to California.
Quickly seized her opportunity. Lead jammer for California.
Small Fry still trying to work through now in the middle of the pack in turn 2, but whoa, Maddie Masochist is blazing through this pack.
Maddie Masochist scoring a lot of points here.
So it's
Always
a penalty being assessed and looking for the cue.
Oh, and that'll be a power jam.
That
We've
was
got our
on-
pivot holding the star.
That was Miss Murder who, oh, wait a minute, Miss Murder back on the track. But she is the jammer now. She took the star, but not, I missed the penalty, must have got waved off. Regardless, she's
Yes.
back out as the jammer. So she is jamming. 4-point pass there for Miss Murder.
Right behind Maddie Masochist.
Pack coming to the pivot line as the whistles blow. And no points on that pass for either team, but 8-4 jam for California. So they maintain a lead, 163 to 50 now, coming down to 3 minutes to go in the game.
3 minutes left in this game.
So it's looking like, I don't like to call things before they're over, but
Right.
it's looking like we want to see California take
Little Miss
on
Maggot
Pennsylvania
from Red Stick Roller Derby
later
out
on
there
tonight.
for
Yes.
Louisiana.
So not calling it, I'm just saying when it
It's
looks.
very difficult to score 113
It
points.
is, but not impossible. Improbable,
Exactly,
but not
improbable.
impossible. Here we go, Little Miss Maggot wearing the fleur-de-lis for Team Louisiana, dancing on the end line, staying in bounds. They're fighting forward. There goes Little Miss Maggot.
Tots.
Lead jammer for Little Miss Maggot.
Oh, it is a power jam as Tara Tots is sent to the box.
Track cutting is the call on Teratot. So, as you said, now a much needed power jam for Louisiana. Let's see what Little Miss Maggot can do with that advantage. And the pack resetting all the way back in turn 2. Big drawback. Oh, no. It's a penalty.
Oh,
So,
we're going to
jammer
have a
musical
swap.
chairs as we go here. So, penalty assessed to Maggot. So,
Both defenses
Teratot right back out to the field. But we'll see Little Miss Maggot back relatively shortly. As
And we'll have our full 2-minute jam.
yeah, Teratos did not sit that long before the penalty was assessed, so there she goes. Here comes Little Miss Maggot back into play. But Teratos just cycling through the inside of that pack for 4 more points.
Todd's able to accelerate very quickly.
Maggot almost dragging 2 California blockers with
Nice
her.
fight to get out of the front.
Yes,
For Louisiana,
drag them almost to the point of out of play, but able to do it and get those full 4 points. Looks like I'm seeing a signal for a back block penalty on Little Miss Maggot. That's what I thought was going to happen. Little Miss Maggot called for a back block.
Well, Tara Tot comes around for another scoring pass.
So another power jam for California as the jam clock reads at 17 seconds. So almost done with jam number 15.
Good work from the Louisiana defense. That was Huckleberry Jim knocking.
Nice job by Huckleberry Gin to knock Teratots out and then get recycled back.
on that jammer penalty, unleashing
the back of the field.
Slides right along the inside line to get out.
And Jam times out. 179 for California, 56 for Louisiana after that 16-6 Jam. So, Betty, we're coming down now to 30 seconds on the game clock.
Yes,
Likely
we are.
our last Jam of the game.
That's true.
So let's see what Louisiana can do to get some points on the board. To try to cut into that California lead. But it will be a power start for California.
Yes. So it'll be challenging for Louisiana to make that work for them. But
Louisiana is very much up to the challenge. Oh, we have a runaway wheel. Runaway wheel. So looks like our jammer matchup, Rocky Road Rash for California. And the returning Little Miss Maggot, who finds an inside seam. Oh, almost made it through clean, but takes a bump from PMS. And a track cut going to be assessed to Little Miss Maggot, who is wondering what happened. But regardless, referee calls a track cut, so now back to a power jam for California. That was a nice hit at the very end of that by PMS.
Yes.
To knock Maggot down. And I guess somewhere in that exchange, Maggot's skate went out. So regardless, track cut is the call. So California going to work here to maybe just kill the clock or try to score some more points here before calling it. I mean,
our period clock is all the way down.
Yeah, so now we are not on my time. We are not on your time. We are on jam time. So we're going to work the jam clock here as Team Cali kind of taking it slow here.
Still with no lead jammer established.
PMS now takes the star and finds a way through on the inside. So PMS, now the jammer of record, puts the cap on. Loses a blocker to the penalty box, though. Number 21, Corona, slam her to the penalty box. And PMS trying to get around Foxy Clea Smackia, able to get around the outside.
And then on the inside for a full 4 points pass.
So about 20 seconds left on the jam clock. So it's like California contender just run the jam time out here. Has playing some passive offense. Now rushing up a little bit to help out. But PMS able to find a way through on the outside once again for 4 points.
Finishing it off with style for the California All-Stars.
And looks like our time will expire. And Betty, an unofficial final score.
187, California, 2.
So Louisiana was 56. It looks like once we are officially official, California will move forward in the bracketing to play against Pennsylvania.
And that will happen tonight.
And Louisiana will now move on to play tomorrow against Kentucky.
And that's at
And I
9
believe
a.m.
that's a 9 a.m. game. So Louisiana going to play the first 2 games 2 days in a row. Going to be a little tough on them, but I'm sure they'll be ready for the challenge. So
they are done for the day. So
exactly.
and you know it's early in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Some time to recoup.
They're going to rest up and come back strong for day 2. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to come back with our MVP interviews for this game, and then game number 3 coming up, which is, of course, Team Kansas up against Team Vermont after us. So we'll be back shortly with our team MVP interviews. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Betty Jesseret, and I'm here with the MVP for the Team California versus Louisiana game, Tara Tots. Hi, Tara.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Feeling good.
Wonderful. Great job. This is your first time on the Team California state team. No?
For this tournament, yeah.
For this, oh yes, you did State Wars, didn't you? Oh yes, along with PMS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And how have you found that this tournament differs from State Wars so far?
Well, it's the best of the best from all of the states, which is awesome. And I think when you are playing for the WFTDA, there's like kind of a little bit of a pressure to keep the score a certain way, and like this, you could just perform and not have to worry about that. So it's great, but it's high level. It is high level.
Yes, yes. And speaking of WFTDA, you are with Santa Cruz Derby Girls usually, and you folks played in at Coruña at playoffs. How was that?
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. We loved it. It was such a great time, so memorable. We loved it.
Awesome, great to hear it. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you on the track this weekend, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm PR Maggett here with Little Miss Maggot, the MVP for Team Louisiana from the last game. Maggot, talk about coming into this game. I know it's kind of a rough game, very physical, very high-impact game. Talk about the mindset, why you're in the middle of that playing.
Well, first off, I want to say I had a ton of fun in this game. This is why I play Derby. I don't play Derby for blowouts or tit for tat game. This was hard-hitting, fun, full contact, physical Derby, and that's why I show up. Preparing for this game, we've prepared for it the same way we've prepared for every game. We've really worked a lot on our offense, and we definitely needed it against California. And they were all over it, actually.
We'll talk about, I know this is your second year with Team Louisiana. You played here last year. A lot of returning skaters from Louisiana came back on this team, but also had a lot of new skaters on Team Louisiana. Talk about how you, being a veteran from last year, and the other veterans kind of helped bring the newer skaters in and kind of get them ready for this kind of atmosphere.
Well, first off, I want to say we attracted a lot of talent because we went last year, and a lot of our new skaters are some of our best skaters, and they're really easy to work with and adaptable, and that it's been pretty seamless integrating them into the team. As far as coming here last year, I've been able to just give tips about the venue pretty much, but we worked it as a team, and we spent a lot more time practicing this year.
Well, thank you very much, Little Miss Maggot. We will see you again tomorrow. Team Louisiana playing as Team Kentucky tomorrow. That's going to be your game, I think, tomorrow. So
I didn't even know who were playing, so thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. Team Kentucky, all right? Thank you, Little Miss Maggot. Yeah, we'll see the next game coming up, Vermont versus Kansas.
All right, everybody, so here's what's going to happen right now. We're going to close the stream down for just a few moments, but then the stream will be right back again. We're going to do that so we can put a little chop in a very long stream. Otherwise, it's hard for the skaters to go back and find it later on. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream, and then we'll be right back. Give us just a moment.